Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I decided that I'm gonna do a cooking video today. My lips is chapped. Hold on. Yeah. I decided that I'm going to record and actually put some commentary versus just making like shorts and reels. I'm still gonna post a reel, but I'm making salmon for myself. My dad some lobster tail, cause we broke, but still gotta be bougie with some rice. I'm not making rice from scratch because I just feel like doing that is extra. And some lemonade. And then, I don't know if anybody watches Stale Cracker, and he be like, that's money, dude. Like, so I'm using his seasoning with this. I love that man. Like, he literally be catching alligators, cooking, having the best seafood boils. I don't know if anybody watches his channel, but he's one of my faves, and Python Cowboy. So that's what I'm doing today, but right now. So stay tuned with me. Yo, I'm trying to be like fake serious, but I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I think I should just be myself, and that's me being jokey. So yeah, what I'm gonna do first is cut up the lemons because I don't want to do the fish first and then try to make lemonade after. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I had to do a voiceover because I had so many popping songs placed in the background. So I started off making the lemonade. So I had 2 lemons. I decided to like thinly slice it up. This is a pretty lengthy video because I feel like, usually I just be making the reels, but I decided to like, slice them up. So I'm going to add it up because my dad wanted some juice. And I'm like, yo, I'm tired of going to Walmart all the time carrying juice because I got locked out of my neighborhood. So I just decided to get some like lemonade mix. Cause I'm not carrying no heavy ass juice. Today I actually got inside, which is crazy. You see me thinly slicing up the lemons and all that. Trying to make it fancy because it's seafood night in my mind or whatever. So once I got all that up, I decided to put a few aside because some is going to be for the lemonade and some is going to be for my salmon because I had 2 lemons in the other one. Yeah. So then I get the cup. I started using bottled water because our sink takes too long to fill up water. I didn't have time to wait. I just had cold bottles of water. So I used 3 bottles of water, filled it all the way up to the top, tippity top. And if you know how to make lemonade, the best brand is Country Time. That is my favorite brand of lemonade. They got the strawberry lemonade, the pink lemonade, but I just got the regular one. So I just filled it all the way up to the top, and then I used 2 full cups, 2 capfuls of lemonade, and I didn't add sugar because my father has diabetes, so I don't want to do too much and add sugar, and it's bad enough that no matter what juice he drinks, he's still going to be going to the bathroom and all that, or his skin starts burning because, with diabetes, it causes dry skin, irritation, and their sugar levels raises. Sometimes it's like uncontrollable depending on the amount of insulin you take. So this is me unraveling it. This is a pretty long video, so I might as well also do a story time. Like, life is just like this lemonade. Life gives you lemons, make lemonade, or you can go to Walmart and pick up an instant pack and make your own damn lemonade. Oh my god, that's mad whack. So I could not find a spoon. I put all the spoons in the dishwasher. And at this time period, I was too lazy to put a garbage bag in a garbage bag. So I just put it in a plastic bag because nobody got time to do that. And I could not find a clean spoon because everything was in the dishwasher. So I used a knife to mix the lemonade because who got time to wash a spoon just to spit it around the bowl? So I used a knife. And that shit was popping. It was really, really popping. Now, back to this story time. So, I don't even know what the story time was about, but it's just like, I hate when I like somebody and it's not reciprocated back. It doesn't end well. Just like this. Life is giving me lemons and I'm making lemonade. So, why would I give a man this bomb-ass coochie? We can't be together. It's crazy. It's wild. It bewilders me. But you see me putting the lemons in there. And I'm just going to make it look cute. Take that knife again and spin it around, 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 like my life. Like my life. And then after that, I put that in the refrigerator. And then I have to come back to the screen. So the long knife is the spoon and the other knife is for cutting. Because I did not have time. Because I cleaned up earlier. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm not about to do that. Stop the dishwasher and do all that. And next, we got the lobster tails. So my father been talking about lobster this, lobster that. He actually wanted a whole lobster, but I was not traveling mad far to get a lobster. So I just got the lobster tails at Walmart. And they had 2 lobster tails for $16, which is not bad. So I'm just cutting up the other lemon because I needed more pieces. I'm not going to use the actual whole lemon because I didn't need that much. And I was still thinly slicing it because I just wanted a few pieces. I didn't have enough. I put the whole lemon from the other one in the lemonade. I still needed some for my salmon. So what I did was you butterfly a lobster tail from the bottom, but I just cut it up from the front because I wanted to be able to just pull it out the shell versus butterflying it because I didn't want him to have any trouble pulling it out the shell because, sometimes he'd be lazy. So I was just trying to do the best thing. Usually when you butterfly a lobster tail, the way that you do it is from the bottom. But back to this story, like, it's amazing when, like, you find your person or you think that somebody's your person and then they don't feel the same. And it's just like, it's just draining. I just been thinking to myself, like, damn, I'm trying to do everything. Like, not worse with the ground you walk on, but it's just amazing. Like, I just feel these vibes, like, especially when I be laying on his chest and feeling his heartbeat. It's just weird. But this is about the cooking. It's not about my true love, my only love right now at this moment, because if he ever watches one of my videos, he's probably going to block me again because I'm being weird. But back to these lobster tails. Like I said, they were frozen. So I could have put it through water to let it defrost and stuff like that, but ain't nobody got time for that because I'm about to just boil it. So like I said, if you're going to butterfly a lobster tail, usually you turn it over and then you cut it from the bottom and you open it up and then you season it because then you're more close to the skin versus when you cut it up top on the shell. Some people do it either or way, but I just knew that if I cut it upwards, then I'd be able to pull it out easily. Either way works. But I was scrambling around looking for these things or whatever. But yeah, back to me and this unrequited love that I have for this person. It's just weird because it's like he literally doesn't have to do anything. We just be around each other. It's just calm. It's amazing. I could be myself. And that's the most important thing for me. Like, I like when I'm comfortable. I don't have to be nobody else. I don't have to be awkward. I could just chill. And this is me cutting it, fake butterflying it. And, this has been a while since I made lobster tails. Because when we first moved to Florida, I was making seafood all the time. But the prices went up. The economy is bad. All that other stuff. Oh, my God. My voice is messed up a little bit. But yeah, so I just cut it open so the water, once it's boiling in it, it'd be enough to reach it and everything. So that was the most important thing for me. And then I'll be able to just crack the skin. I don't know if my camera caught me peeling it because my storage was cutting off in and out. So my camera did cut off. At some point in time, you're going to see that. But yeah, but back to me and my feelings about this man. It's just like, when you find your person or you think that you find your person, it's just these undeniable feelings. And what's funny is, like, I've been dealing with him on and off since last year. And he has blocked me on numerous occasions because I be in my feelings, like, for real. But I just can't help it. Like, when I like somebody, I like you. I could literally, it's the Leo in me. I could literally move on, talk to somebody else, and this person would be in my brain. And it's just weird. And here I am with the salmon. All right, so this is a PSA. I don't know if people watch Stale Cracker on YouTube or Instagram, but I love this man. Like, he be doing his Cajun boils. He be cooking alligators. Like, he's just amazing. And I hope one day I get to meet him because this man is super badass. I don't know what happened, but I synced his seasoning in Walmart and I fell out. And it just was like, wow, like that man is mad funny. And every time, like he making pork rinds from scratch. Do you hear me? Pork rinds from scratch. What person you know making pork rinds from scratch? And he skinned a whole alligator and cooked it. One day, I want to catch an alligator myself or with a company with somebody, and then I want to cook it my damn self. That's one on my bucket list. And also to catch a fish, fillet it, and cook it. That's what I want to do. But I used his seasoning all over. And when I tell you that this seasoning was bomb, it was like, I like Slap Your Mama, but Slap Your Mama has more of a spicy taste to it. This was well balanced, so it wasn't spicy at all. It was really good. And I just used that and lemon pepper seasoning. At first, I was thinking like, yo, I'm going to just put the salmon in the pan, but I did not want to have to wash that pan. I wish that after I use a plate or a pan, I could just throw it on the ground and it just breaks or it disappears, because I hate washing dishes. And maybe it's because, you know, I got experience in dishwashing, but it just irritates me. And I know, why don't you buy plastic plates? I don't know. Every time I get to the store and I'm like, yo, I'm going to buy plastic cups, plastic plates again, plastic forks, I don't. I just be forgetting. I always forget something. And right now I'm just, I don't know. I'll be back and forth in that kitchen just looking for stuff. Usually when I do a video, I have everything out there because I got ADHD. And you know what's funny? I need to stop mentioning that as if it's a handicap, because it's not. I feel like me having ADHD is a strength. So, but I didn't have everything in one spot. I just had that shit all over the place. So I went and got the lemon pepper, as you can see. And that's what I sprinkled on top, because I already put the lemon on top of the salmon, but I didn't like drench it. So I put the seasoning to help with that, to captivate the flavor. So that with the stale cracker seasoning and the lemon pepper, it was bomb, like super, super bomb. Then I turned the oven on to 400. It's so funny because I seen the meme on Instagram that was like nobody, and me alone in the kitchen. Okay, guys, then I turned my oven on to 350 degrees. And I dead be doing that. So now you can see I had the lobster tail in the water or whatever, and I'm just about to add the seasoning soon. But I just left it over so you could see that, how it looks in the water and everything like that. And the next thing that I'm going to do, I honestly don't know, because I'm going to have to wait, because I'm waiting just like y'all if people do watch this video. So I think the next thing I did was the bok choy, I believe. And I don't know if people know about bok choy, but bok choy is like a Chinese cabbage. So I had to cut up the garlic. And what's funny is my mom used to make bok choy all the time. It's so good. So good. So it's a Chinese cabbage that's used in food. So they don't form heads, and they have green leaf blades with lighter bulbous bottoms instead. So the best thing about it is that you can eat the whole thing. I eat the bottom and the top. So I had to cut up the garlic for it, because what I do is I just mix it with soy sauce. I saute it with oil, soy sauce, and garlic. I don't like the red pepper flakes because it's not necessary. I don't want it to be spicy. And I used to eat this all the time as a kid. So I decided to make it for my dad because, you know, like, for some reason, he act like he allergic to greens, but if I make it and then remind him, like, oh, my mom made this, he's like, I know what my wife made, then he's going to eat it. So this is me mincing the garlic. Like, I wish I could mince me and this man's heart together. I'm in my bag right now. But I'm just chopping it up, because you want it to be real fine when you put it in the saucepan. I could call my pan, maybe my pan's like a wok or whatever, but my saucepan, I hope to get a wok one day. And so I cut that up, and then now what I'm going to do is get the bok choy out the refrigerator. And what I like about with the bok choy especially, I don't have to use the whole thing. So this is my second meal I made with this whole bulk of bok choy. So I just be taking it like maybe like 3 or 4 pieces and slicing it down directly down the middle, so I could be able to have more, and then I save the other part. So you could basically make 3 meals out of one whole bulk of bok choy, and it's like $2 per pound. You don't have to use the whole thing, and it doesn't shrink up like, you know, usually cabbage will shrink. This doesn't shrink up that well. And what I love about it is that it retains flavor really well. So once you put the soy sauce on it, it's just gonna be super amazing. And this is one of my delicates that I like. Yeah, but I really realized, like, a part of, liking people's understanding what's healthy for you. And I'm somebody that falls very fast, but I just feel like this has grown over time. It's just like no matter who I deal with, that's the person that I'm interested in. And I know regardless that if we don't end up together one day, like at least I got to experience this. Like it's just something that I can't really grasp into words. So now I'm cutting the bok choy down. That's my favorite part. My favorite part of the bok choy is the bottom. Usually people like the leafy part, but I like the bottom part. Cause it's like light skinned celery, if I'm being for real. So I just chop all that up, and then what I did wrong was I put it in a bowl, which also pissed me off because that means I had to wash more dishes. And you feel me? You see me? I'm eating it because it just tastes good. You could eat it raw. You could literally eat it raw. That's what I be doing. Maybe it's because I be hungry, but I chopped all that up and stuff, and then I cut up the things, the leaves, until I got to where it's supposed to be and stuff. And now what I'm gonna do is put all that in a bowl with the garlic and stuff like that. I be eating vegetables raw. I don't care. And I got the garlic and stuff like that. But once I finished cutting all that up, I knew I had to switch the bowl because how am I gonna mix everything together? It's literally all you have to do. And then I had to cut more garlic because it wasn't enough. So I just cut 3 more pieces of garlic up. But yeah, I realized that, I'm deserving of a reciprocated love. I don't want to have a love where a person is conditional. Like, that's not for me. And I feel like I've grown so much from being in relationships. Like, since I moved to Florida, I haven't had a relationship since then, since I left Brooklyn. So that's why I'm saying now, like, as much as I'm smitten with him or whatever, I know what it is. I know what the reality of these things are. But I don't mind talking about it on my platform because, this is my platform. I said I love you, bitch. Nah, I'm joking. I'm not joking. But this is my story time while cooking because it's just like cooking is therapeutic to me. And I was just thinking about that whole situation since the last time I seen him. Because it's just like, it's just surreal to me. Because when you got your person, even if I'm not his person, that's fine. But it's just like, damn, it's just the undeniable vibe. And that's why I like for real, because I'm an inside person. Like, I thought I was extroverted because I be doing stuff for real, but I'm really introverted for real. And that's not a bad thing. So, I don't know where I'm at this point. I know I'm somewhere in the kitchen. I'm going to come back and chop up the garlic soon. Yeah, I had to get the bowl. So, I transferred the bok choy from one plate to a bigger bowl. So, when I do chop up the garlic, I can add the soy sauce. I just placed everything. This is just, today was really good. Like, I went to Walmart, got everything that I needed. I cleaned up. I felt like I cleaned up relatively faster. I don't know if I did, but it just felt like things went smoothly today. And then I even walked Pepper 2 times. So I'm making progress. It's not consistent. My progress is not consistent, but it depends on how I feel. And that's what happens when your mental health is all over the place. And like I said, I'm somebody that's dealing with ADHD, depression, and just life in general. And then, my feelings about a man, it's just all over the place. Because I wish I could just be inside his head for a day to know how he feels. But we back to cutting these garlic, though. So I waited till I cut all that up. And I'm going to add it up. And I swear, I will never regret working in fast food or working at any place because I learned all of these skills there. And I lied on most of my resumes, act like I had experience in the back of the house, didn't have no experience in cutting food, didn't have no experience in anything. So when they tell you that you need experience, they teach you those things. You can learn things along the way. I learned about so much international foods working in restaurants that it just, I'm not shy of tasting anything or trying anything. And I used to go to the farmer's market in the back of my house, and they had things. So you could buy things individually versus when you go to Walmart sometimes. Depending on which Walmart you go to, you got to buy in bulk and be packaged. But the big Walmart got the loose onions, loose potatoes, and everything. So now I'm adding the soy sauce, and it has less sodium because my father also has high cholesterol. So I don't want to like buy things that may trigger his health, because I be feeling guilty. And I know, like, when I finally live on my own for real, I could just, if I want to fuck up my life, then I could do it. But I don't want to take no chances, because I love my dad, even though he's annoying at times. So I went off camera to open that bottle. It was like, I don't know if it was duct tape or Gorilla Glue or some shit, but it was mad hard to peel off that plastic. So I had to use my teeth, and I didn't want to do that because I know somebody going to say, oh, you're nasty. Like, how you open a bottle with your mouth? But that's what I be doing because I live here. Y'all don't live here. So I just added that into the bowl. And, you know, it's starting to look sexy. You feel me? The bok choy starting to get some color on it and everything like that. Because you wanted to, like, capture that flavor. And now we move over to the lobster tails being in the water. Look at that thing. And one more time for this man, the Cajun seasoning. Like, I can't believe I seen that in the store today. Because I just thought about me watching his videos. You got to get that thing, dude. And then get it going, dude. He be having me weak. And I remember he had this one video where he had the alligator on a grill. And he made some type of contraption. I don't know what the hell. But it was basically turning the shit over and over. One day that's going to be me. I don't know where I'm going to be at, though. But I definitely do plan on hunting a gator. Maybe in the Everglades one day. So I added lemon in there. What's funny is, like, my father, when he tasted it, he was able to capture the flavor. So I think I added enough. I was kind of paranoid because usually everybody in my house complains about me not adding no seasoning. But it's not about me not adding seasoning. It's about me caring about people's lives. Fuck mines. I care about y'all. And especially when you get up in age. So it's like the things that you used to enjoy, you have to be very cautious because we only have one life. So now this is my salmon. I use the same seasoning on that. And then now this is me about to saute the bok choy. Yeah, but back to this story time. It's just amazing. You know, I just can't explain it. It's like this bok choy being sauteed. When I'm around this man, I be sizzling. Like, every time I see him, I want to make him breakfast. I got to stop doing that because it's just like, you're not his wifey. But I just be feeling like before he goes somewhere or however his day is, like, at least you've had a good time and then you ate well. I may not have all the money in the world, but it's just, you know, you help me take my mind away from whatever I go through whenever I do see him. And it's bad because that's my problem, because he tell me all the time what it is. But this not about that, you feel me? This about the bok choy cooking and sizzling like how I be and everything else. So you let that cook and simmer for a little bit. And the stove looks so clean because I wiped it down. I ain't even going to hold you. It looks super, super clean. But me making this video, I'm not no weak ass bitch. I know I'm beautiful and stuff like that. But it's when you like somebody, you like somebody. So I ain't shy. I done, what you call it, spoke from the heart many times. And now this the rice. All right, so I got the red beans and rice. I was not making rice from scratch. I put that in for 90 seconds and then boom. Here's the lobster tail when it's ready. And that's the seasoning and it's drenched. And this is what my salmon looked like with the rice and the bok choy. And this is what my father's plate looked like. It was so, so good. He was so happy. For real, for real. And this is what I made. And then hold on. Gotta get the cup with the ice for the lemonade. So you feel me? Gotta make that cup full. Look at that. Fresh country time. I had to fix it because I ain't have the thing on for it to pour. Now, hold on. Look at this going inside the cup. This, when I tell you I sat down and ate this shit with the joy in my heart, is crazy. So this is me making the food for seafood night and explaining how I feel about this man and me giving my dad his food. So thank you.